Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk through all of the assignments for this week, November 30th to December 4th. So this week we are starting our last unit of the semester. You kind of started this 2 weeks ago with reading those two nonfiction narratives, Into the Perfect Storm and Into Thin Air. But for the next 2 weeks, we are really going to focus on identifying arguments, claims, reasons, and evidence. So that's what we're going to do with the 2 articles you are reading this week. So here are your tasks. I do have a video posted that goes over claims, reasons, and evidence. So I'm just going to switch over to Classroom and show you. This first thing up here, claims, reasons, and evidence lesson. You can watch that video. It'll go over all of these things. Have some examples on that slide. I will also, it's not posted right now, but I'll go ahead and get the slides by themselves posted there because I think that'll be useful to you. I also have nonfiction vocabulary on Quizlet. This goes through patterns of organization, like cause and effect structure, compare and contrast structure, argument, claim, reason, evidence, anecdote, tone. Terms that are going to show up in these assignments and that are helpful for knowing how to think through an argument that you're reading, just in life in general. So the 2 actual assignments for this week, we've got the United States versus Susan B. Anthony. I've got the PDF of it, and it is annotated, which means places are marked that are going to help you with the answers. So if you open it, then go to print, it should open in another tab, which can be useful. So you can see I've got places marked, places highlighted that are going to help you with specific answers. So do use that. You should be able to get all the answers right if you're looking at the places that have been highlighted. I also have a link to a link to the audio of it from the text that goes with the textbook. And here's your worksheet. So you have several multiple choice questions. Then you have several parts where you're writing. So you need to look at specific places. Like number 9, you're only going to look at that first page. That's what it's asking about. It's asking about the introduction. So everything on this first page. Number 10, what do you think the author's purpose is? Do you think she's trying to entertain, persuade, inform, describe? So you explain your answer. Main idea and supporting details. So we've got 2 claims, and I want you to be able to find specific quotes to back that up. So you should be able to copy and paste places, and just paste it directly into the worksheet, and then explain. So if the quote says she was calm or something, how does this prove that she had a sense of humor? I think you'll find places because the author does mention that in several places. And then fact versus point of view. I do have places marked in the story that are going to help you find both a factual detail and a subjective opinion. So a factual detail, that could be a quote, something that just, here's what happened, just the facts, ma'am. Subjective opinion is where the author says, Susan must have felt this way, or the officer who came to arrest her must have been terrified. That's really her opinion. We don't necessarily know that because it's dealing with a mood and emotions. So that's your first assignment. Try to have that done by Wednesday, just so you're not overwhelmed at the end of the week. Then we have the Mary Milan articles. They're alt, and this does not have an audio with it. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't have one. But it's 2 short articles, basically. So these first 2 pages, it's an informational text that just tells you about the case of Mary Milan, also known as Typhoid Mary. So the first questions over here go with that. Well, if you go to, that's the first questions go with that. And then you have a second article that's actually a letter that was written by Typhoid Mary. And so the second part of the questions go with that. So I would do the first article on Thursday and do the second one on Friday. So like these multiple choice, they go with the letter. All right, so that's what you have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a wonderful week.